in this video I'm going to show you how to convert up a Plague Surgeon for your Death Guard Chaos Space Marines. Hello, this is Craig from bizbox.co.uk. So I'm going to show you how to convert up a Plague Surgeon for your Death Guard Chaos Space Marines. Of course this model is available, but you know, they're £15 each, and I'm going to show you sort of a way you can make one sort of cheaper, basically. I'm also going to have another video making a Death Guard character. We're going to be doing Foul Blightspawn. I actually have the actual model here, but we're going to have a go at making our own Foul Blightspawn, and that is going to be for our patrons. So if you're interested in seeing that, you can hop over to our Patreon page, and you can sign up for as little as $1. And yeah, you can check that out. Both these videos will go up at the same time. So sit back and enjoy. Okay, so here I have in front of me one of the plastic frames for the SnapFit Death Guard. I say one of, it is the only one. So these retail for about £10, or you can buy the No Fear box, which is actually really good value. I hope to do a future video showing off how to convert up some of the SnapFit intercessors there as well. So I think it's like £25. I don't know what that is in dollars, but yeah, it's quite cheap for what you get. £10 for these. Yeah, it might seem a little bit steep for 3 miniatures, but you know, they're quite large. They are SnapFit. But the individual characters are like £15 each. So for 3 of them, we're talking £45. So yeah, that suddenly gets quite expensive. So in this video, I'm going to show you how to sort of convert some up yourself. Hopefully save money, and you know, you get some nice, cool, unique conversions as well. So I'm going to start by doing the Plague Surgeon, Nauseous Rotbone. Of course, I'm your Plague Surgeon if you're given his own unique Death Guard name. So I've already cut up some stuff off one of these frames. I've got a few bodies here to work from. I haven't actually decided which one to go with. I think this one will probably be the easiest to start with. So yeah, we're going to start with this one. Yeah, we'll start with this one. Now, he's probably not going to have like the robes so much like the actual one, although we might be able to stick some on in places. Yeah, I think we may be able to. And we'll see how we go. I'm really winging this one, so yeah, I've got a few bit pieces though that I do want to use. We've got some apothecary pieces, because the Plague Surgeon is essentially an apothecary. So I've got a torso, a backpack, so there's the backpack, a torso front. These are all from the Space Marine Command Squad, and of course Narfetium. There's plenty of sets out there these days with apothecary pieces. So it's going to begin by sticking this this body to its base. There we go. It's a snap fit, so we're not going to bother about gluing that. His torso front, which I believe is this one, we're going to have to snip that head off because we want a different head. So that's what we're going to do. I'm really well prepared. That most of my stuff seems to be behind me. There we go. So yeah, I'm going to start by snipping the head off here. Where exactly is the question? We'll go underneath like so. I don't know why it's going to focus, but yeah, we're just chopping his head off. It's pretty easy to replace the heads on these SnapFit ones. Same with the arms as well. So that's left us with just this little piece here. Let's trim that down. If I grab my knife, that's actually quite flush. Actually, it doesn't look it, but that's quite flush now, so yeah, we'll leave it like that. You can put some green stuff in the gap if you so wish. We'll see what the head can do. These pins on the side of the arms, they can go. Don't need them. The backpack one, no, let's get rid of that as well. We'll get rid of that, and we'll file these down so they're nice and flat. So this will give us a nice flat area to work on when we add pieces to it. So I've also got some pieces from the Putrid Blight Kings. I've just picked up a few of their swords from that set. That set is amazing if you want to convert some of your Death Guard miniatures. I recommend getting a load of bits from that, or just even just buying the box, because you'll use so many pieces from it. It is just awesome. There's a big bit of sprue on there to get rid of. I'm thinking I might even just use this whole arm on there because it's pretty cool and pretty disgusting. I think that'll suit him really well. So I'm going to get that glued on. And we'll just glue it on there and we'll just give it a couple of minutes to dry. Oh, if it doesn't fall off first. I don't know how well glue actually works with these coloured plastics. Hope it'll just be as normal. So there we go. I'm just going to give that a couple of minutes to dry. As my cat's knocking the camera, so I'll just throttle him as well. And I'll be back. So yeah, complete retcon there because I just noticed my apothecary arm, the Narfesium, is on that side. So while that arm's really cool, maybe we'll use it on the next character or something. Which is a shame because that's really nice. I might just use it on a regular Plague Marine. We'll see. So yeah, we're going to have to use our Narfesium on that arm. Of course, if you've got a Narfesium for the other arm, then feel free to use that. And I do actually need to cut just a little bit of flesh off his leg here. So I'll just get that down. So yeah, we're going to have to use the Narfesium there. So yeah, I apologise for that. I was going to edit that out, but you know, if I miss that, I'd look like a bit of an idiot. So I'll keep it in. And so yeah, I know it looks a bit diddy. Hopefully, once we get shoulder pad on there, it'll look a little bit better. I don't know what my cat's doing. If you can hear a little rustling in the background, my cat's just, I don't know what he's doing, but anyway. So yeah, I'll give that a couple of minutes to dry, and then we're going to work out how to have a sword on the other arm. Okay, so I have a few bits together that I wish to use on this guy. Now these are bits from the Plague Marine kit. So I'm actually going to arm him with a sword. I'm going to have his Bale Sword on his back. Now he's usually armed with a Bale Sword and a bolt pistol. So I've got a bolt pistol here, I've got an arm, and I've got his backpack. I've also got a shoulder pad. Now these bits from the Plague Marines are actually spares that I've had left over. Now it's worth noting that this backpack isn't a spare, but I've used one of these backpacks on one of my regular Plague Marines, and I've actually given this guy the from the Putrid Blight Kings. I've just got to put that little bit of plastic to fill that gap, but that's no problem, I'll do that later. So yeah, he looks pretty cool as well. So yeah, I've got, you don't get as many spare bits as I would like with the Plague Marines, but there's enough there to work with for these guys, certainly. So let's start by getting his backpack on. Now we're going to make some changes to this backpack with the Apothecary backpack. We're going to have some bits from that for sure. You notice there's this little bit in the way, so we need to get rid of that. So I'll just chop that away like so. Obviously get the knife in to neaten that up. And this plastic's a little bit harder than what we're used to. Well, it certainly feels that way anyway. And then that should rest nicely on there. I'll try not to knock his arm off. I'm probably going to need to reapply the glue there. So it just about fits. His leg just slightly in the way of the Bale Sword, but I think it just about works. And then the other arm we're going to have the bolt pistol attached to. And yeah, a lot of these arms sort of specifically fit certain hands in the Plague Marine set, so I've had to just file a little bit away on this one, which is a bit of a shame. And then he can have his bolt pistol sort of stretched out like so, and we'll also get this shoulder pad on. So we are going to need another shoulder pad as well, and I should have another spare one from the set. You don't have a great deal of spare shoulder pads from the set, but of course I'm putting this arm on here frees me up another one as well. So yeah, I just got to make sure I've got enough shoulder pads because I still need some. I haven't finished building my Plague Marine squad yet, so I do need to save some for them who are left. So I'm just babbling on a bit now, but I'll just give this some time to dry and I'll get a shoulder pad ready and then I'll be back. Okay, so I have a shoulder pad here. Some of these come in 2 pieces, so I've glued the 2 pieces together, and as you can see it's quite a cool shoulder pad. It's got this big sort of branch horn type thing coming out. So just a case now of getting this arm on. That shoulder pad did not want to stay on there, that's no good, so I'll get that one back on there. Glue this arm on. And then we'll get his shoulder pad on. Hopefully the backpack don't get in the way. These are a bit silly with all these bits poking out and such. So we'll just try and squeeze that in the gap like that. Of course we can lower the arm slightly, just make it a little bit easier. If it wants to stay in place, just hold it for a little while. So there we go. So we just need a head now and just a few other little details and he will be done. Okay, so for the head, I know the original miniature has like a hooded head, and you could maybe use something from the Death Shroud for that, or maybe even something from the Dark Angels range. It's entirely up to you. I'm just going to use a standard head from the Plague Marine kit that I've got left over. I'm using this one. I'm just even going to focus, but essentially it's sort of like a helmet with sort of like the mouth sort of showing underneath. We have a rounded bottom here, so we need to get rid of that. Keep that nice and flat as we are going onto a flat surface. That head's gonna go on like so. Now, as I said earlier, you may have to green stuff this little gap. I'm not gonna do that in this video, and yeah, this head's gonna cover most of that anyway. And we want him facing where he's pointing his bolt pistol. It's always important to try and like position the head. I always put the head on last in most cases because it really will change sort of the dynamic of a miniature. If he's like facing the other way, he might look a bit silly. So yeah, all that's left now is just to add a couple of apothecary stuff from the backpack and from the torso, and there's not much space on him, there's so much detail, but we've got a little space here where we can add maybe some of these vials or something, so I think we'll do that. So I'll put him to one side. It's up to you which side you want. I quite like these bits here. I think some sets actually have these pieces separately. If you look at the Grey Knight Terminators or the Ravenwing Command Squad, I think you can have these little bits separately. Just off the top of my head, that's what I can think of anyway. So I've essentially just chopped these little vial pieces off. I guess they're like little vials, I don't know. And we'll pop them. Well, be careful with the arm, it's still not completely dry. We'll pop them on the body. Just this little gap here. So yeah, a lot of these Death Guard Marines are quite busy. They have a lot of detail on them, which is fantastic. Don't get me wrong. But that leaves very little room if you want to add more. And hopefully they look okay. I want them to look sort of natural on there, and not just like they're stuck on, even though they are. So we just want to avoid this tentacle really. We don't want them on top of the tentacle, because that just look weird. Not entirely happy with that, but I think if we had ones from the other side, yeah, maybe we'll stick with ones on from the other side, see what they look like. Now that's sort of like just a pouch and a little thing. I'd have liked to have had these ones on, but they just look a little bit too big for the gap we've got left. But if you're trying to make this conversion, then by all means give it a shot, and it might look better for you. You might do a better job of it than me. Oh, so yeah, I'm happier with that already. So we'll let that dry. And whilst that's drying, we can take a piece off this backpack. Now you might not want to use one of these whole backpacks. I mean, you could even just stick that backpack on, that would work. I kind of wish I did, although I quite like the bale sword hanging down from the other one. I mean, that's quite cool. But it looks like we might only have room for one of these pieces, so I don't know if to use this bit or the light. Let's use this little bit. I'm just looking at the original miniature. He does actually have both. It just seems it would be too hard to try and squeeze them on, I think. So we'll just stick the one on. Again, like, every conversion's different. These are just a rough guide to give you guys an idea. You'd have to follow them step by step, of course. So you may want to stick them both on. And no doubt it'll probably look better. Sure, a lot of you guys can do a better job than me, but so yeah, I'm thinking I'm sticking that there. So you could have them both either side. It'll just look a bit messy, I think. So yeah, we'll go with that. It would have been nice to get them both on. I just can't see how. You could get really fancy and maybe chop the top down and stick this top bit on. I don't know. Just ideas. But at least this piece can go on. It just sort of looks weird in the center. I'm not 100% sure. Maybe the light would have looked better. There's only one way to find out. So we will chop that off and just trim that down. A little bit easier to trim down. Stick on this light. Yeah, I'm actually happy with that. Sorry it's a bit difficult to focus today. Hopefully you can see that okay, but this is essentially what we've got. I'm really happy with him. He works quite well as a plague surgeon. I was going to see if I could add little bits of robes and stuff, because I do have a few little spare bits of robes from the set, but I think he looks quite busy as it is, so we don't want to add too much more. But yeah, you can maybe base them off a different miniature and use some other bits, but I'm quite happy. I'm happy. I'm more than quite happy. I'm actually really happy with how this has turned out. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed this one. So yeah, with this video, I'm going to split this up into two parts, and the second part we're going to have in our Patreon. So if you're interested in watching the second part, then you can sign up to our Patreon. It's only $1 a month to get access to the video content. Some videos go out early, a lot of these go out early, and we're going to have some exclusive ones in this series as well, starting with the next one. In the Patreon video, I'm going to show you how to convert up a foul Blightspawn for the Death Guard army, using a similar sort of techniques we've seen here. I'll base it off one of the other Snapfit guys, and I have a good idea for what I want to use for him. So yeah, that'll be the next video. But in the meantime, I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. We'll get the camera down to a better shot of this guy for the outro. So yeah, that's much better. That's a much better angle of him. Obviously, I can't really build them using this angle because my hands will just be all over the place. They probably already are. But yeah, I've waffled on a lot in this video. I'm sorry, it's probably twice as long as it needs to be. So yeah, I just hope you guys have enjoyed it. This series I'm really enjoying doing, and it has been received quite well, so I'm really happy with that. I do apologise that some will end up going in the Patreon, but again, it is only $1 a month if you want to join in there. And we have giveaways each month as well, so you know you'll certainly get some good stuff for your money. So yeah, you can hop on Patreon if you want to see how we do Foul Blightspawn. That'll be up at the same time as this video, and this video incidentally will be up a week earlier than it is on YouTube on our Patreon as well. So yeah, all I have to say is thank you so much for watching. You can of course give a like if you've enjoyed the video, and you can also subscribe to our channel. And if you have any suggestions that you would like to see in this segment, then please do leave a comment below and I will certainly get to it. And yeah, thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video.